TitleMatchNetwork.com.
I guess, how did you wind up with Too Cool?
We were, we came back, I think it was Michael Hayes' idea or somebody. I came to TV and they were trying to do a 6-man, us against Triple H or somebody. And somehow somebody came up with one of our agents or something, and we were just working. You guys are going to work together. So at the time, I was like, I felt like, am I going backwards now? You know what I mean?
Right.
I just got, I'm up here as a single. So I want to be, But when we did the deal there, we told him that, I asked him, is it okay if we can kind of do a dance or something like that? Well, when I said that, Brian Christopher was all for it. But Scotty was nervous as shit. He said, man, I'm a white boy, man. I can't dance, man. So he said, we kind of just sat there and we tried to do this dance, and we came up with the step there. And when we did that out there the first night, man, it was something else after that,
Definitely. Any good Brian Christopher stories?
Oh, man. That's my dog, man. Brian Christopher, he's one of those guys that know how to get up underneath the guy's skins. And a lot of guys want to break his neck and want to kill him, but he's also one of those guys that you want to have by your side, man. He's a goofball, man. This dude is nonstop. I've never seen nobody stay out all night, and when they get time to come to work, for something about the fans or you love what you do. He get in the ring, and he'll work like he's had 8 hours sleep. His body's always in tip-top shape. So he's just he's a loose cannon, man.
Were you there for the night, the Bradshaw on the shower thing, or?
No, I wasn't there. I heard about it. I could just imagine though, because I know Bradshaw and I know Brian.
Memories of your matches with the Radicals.
Oh man, there's one match that sticks in my head is I think it was the Radicals and Triple H and 1-2 X-Pac. I think it was on Monday Night Raw, and it was me, Too Cool, The Rock, and Mick Foley. We blew the roof off this place. When I say we blew the roof off this place, from the beginning of the match all the way to the end, the people were on their feet. I mean, screaming as if it was the end of the match in the regular match.
Right.
It was something that I have never experienced before, from the beginning of the match to the end. That is in one of my great collections that I have. There's certain matches that I put in the collection, and that definitely went up in that collection now.
What memories of Eddie Guerrero?
Gentleman, loving father, humble man, somebody who's a real friend that give the shirt off his back. Always had time to talk to me. Never seen me sitting like he thinks I'm down, and he'd always kind of make time to come over and see if I'm all right. But he was like that to everybody, man. Eddie was that. He had a big heart,
Did you have any problems working with Chyna at all?
No.
Did you have any problems ever selling for her, or was it?
No, again, with my character, we in the entertainment business, you know what I mean? If anybody can't sell for nobody, then something's wrong with you. You're in the wrong business. You just don't get it. I got it now. I understand. You know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on Chyna today?
I just seen Chyna. I was happy to see her. She's doing pretty good. I guess she's staying busy out there with the VH1 deal and being out there in Hollywood. She's a survivor. I do want to tell you that. That she's still got her head up high. She's doing some things out there, and she looks good. She doesn't look as muscular as she used to look, but
right.
She looks feminine now.
Yeah, she does. What memories of the whole Sha OHara Roddy Piper feud?
Oh, not too long, man.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. it was one of those things. These poor guys that they put me in during that time of my career, I didn't really look forward to it, man. Because once you come from Stone Cold and Rock, and then you're coming back down to kind of somewhat build an angle. To me, I was already smart enough that I knew the angle wasn't for me. It was just to give these guys some type of credibility, especially Sean or whoever I was working with. And at that time, I already kind of knew. I knew what time it was. It was time for me to kind of, pack up and just at the right time go ahead and make a move.
You also worked with Taz, I think, a little bit, right?
Taz, yeah.
How was that?
It was good.
Was it a style conflict of style? Or?
Yeah. I didn't like the suplexes too much, but you gotta give up the signature move.
What are some of your early memories of wrestling for Gino Brito in Canada?
Oh man, God bless his soul. I want to send a shout out to him and his whole family and everybody that was up there in Canada. They kind of, right there is where they had my first opportunity to work for a territory, a real territory. And being up there, and when you work for a real territory, you're actually booked every day, and you kind of look at wrestling now, it's like a job. You know what I mean? It's not like when you was in the independent, when you just first starting off, you would work a couple times this month, a couple times next month, maybe off next month. But it was an experience for me to be up there in Montreal, Canada, because you had guys like Adino Bravo, Rick Martel, Abdullah the Butcher, the Great Samu, was my cousin, the Road Warriors, some of the other guys. Forgive me if I don't say your name, I just can't,
Right.
Dan Crawford and so Steve Strong. These guys here, a bunch of guys that kind of, 17, kind of took me up underneath their wing, and right there, being able to work every day, I start to kind of somewhat learn psychology. Kind of learn find myself in the ring. They say for you to be good in the ring, you got to know who you are. You got to find yourself, be it whatever character you're trying to portray. Well, this is the time you're not going to learn it overnight. You got to learn it by keep on wrestling every night and working every night. So Montreal, Canada is one of the important parts of my career where it was able for me to really learn about wrestling.
What are your thoughts on Adino Bravo?
I miss him, man. I'm sad about what had happened to him, but I think he was the guy that you can only say things about somebody and what they've done for you. And I just, again, like I said about Montreal, is for them to give this young 17-year-old kid an opportunity. They gave me a contract, to be up there for 3 years and not never seeing me or ever, watching what I can do. But just that opportunity that they gave me, I'm gonna miss him. I miss Dino a lot.
Did any of the veterans ever test you in this territory at all?
No, I guess when you're growing up in the business early and you just started, you kind of don't know when you're getting stiff, or sometimes for what reason you're getting stiff.
Right.
And I know now, but back in the day, I'm kind of happy that guys like was it Irwin did that to me, kind of stiffen up on me sometimes. Sometimes Hawk, and anoa'i, they kind of were, but I didn't know that that's just the way they work, where they were stuck like that, and you learn once you start to kind of do it quite often.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.